Rock Financial Showplace this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's the 14th through the 16th, and we'll look forward to it, pal.
Thanks a lot, Mac.
You betcha.
See ya.
See ya.
Hi, folks. Well, I have someone on the line, Professor Ronald Stockton. Hi, Professor.
How are you doing, Clyde? I'm
good. I'm so glad you called the station.
I'm glad to talk to you.
Graveyards, Gravestones, and Images of Death. A 5-week series of talks in May and June, organized by you. This is your baby. But Elaine Clark's going to speak tonight?
She is. This sounds spooky, but it's not. It's educational and it's fun. We did this once before. 5 faculty at the University of Michigan Dearborn have an interest in graveyards. We've all got slides and pictures and things we've taken over the years, so we decided to organize a lecture series. We did this 5 years ago. It was so successful, we decided to run it again. And it's starting tonight. Elaine Clark is a specialist on early European history, and she's talking about death and dying in pre-modern Europe and how it's different from what we have today.
Oh, boy. Now, you sort of got this idea of visiting, relatives' plots in another state.
That's how it started. When I was a little boy, growing up in the southern tip of Illinois, we would go every Decoration Day, that's what it was called in those days, and visit and clean up the graves of our family. And there was a graveyard in my small hometown where my grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents were. So I got an affection for graveyards, and throughout my life I've gone to graveyards everywhere I am. And so that sort of is for me a personal interest. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a political scientist.
Boy, there's such beauty in graveyards. Oh, it's going to be tonight at 7:00 and every Wednesday until June.
The next 5 weeks. June 9th is the last lecture, and I'll be lecturing that night discussing graveyards around the world.
And it's 7:00 in Dearborn, and that's at room 1040, correct?
It's in the Castle building. That's the Liberal Arts building. And if anybody's coming, the building faces Evergreen Road, and it's right across from the Fairlane Town Center. And it's right inside the door as you go in. It's actually 10:30, but if you walk in the door, you'll see the people there.
Boy, oh boy! Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I tell you, we got a range of expertise here. One of my colleagues is a specialist in Vienna, and she's talking about the unique Vienna graveyards. One of my colleagues is a native of New Orleans, and he's talking about those amazing graveyards they have in New Orleans. One of my colleagues is an expert on the Puritans, and the Puritans had their own unique, it was almost a cult of death. They had death skulls and things like that, which are so different from what we're used to today.
You know, if you'd like to, I invite you to call next week if you want to remind folks. I'm so thankful you called today.
Thanks so much. It's been nice talking to you.
Thank you, Professor.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. That's Professor Ronald Stockton. Let's see. I have this message, and we'll be back after this. Folks, come on. Share that spooky experience. Now, a lot of you have had them. I know I have. And it's a good feeling to get it off your chest, to call the station live. Am I begging? Yeah, I'm begging. Hey, 248-557-1460. And if you can't do it right now, you could always call the Spooky Talk phone line 24 hours a day, 313-633-1599. Now here's a horror movie host from the New England area.
Why, hello there. This is Penny Dreadful the Witch, and I host a horror movie program called Shilling Shockers in Haunted New England. I'd just like to congratulate my good friend Clyde on his brand new show, Spooky Talk. Why, it's excellent.
I'd like to live in Spooky Town.
Hey, it's Odd from Mad World Radio. Just leaving some love for my favorite host, Clyde. We absolutely love Spooky Talk and can't wait to hear more.
Hey, Clyde, this is Jason. I want to know why your lameness is so spooky.
Hi, my name is Ray Bambino. I'm from New Jersey.
Hang up, you're laughing at this. You're ruined it.
Well, hey, I want to make sure I thank the engineer for the show, James Bankert. Next week, going to have an interview with a licensed mortician. Here is a little clip of that.
And when my sugar goes too low, I start to get shaky, you know.
I get that, yep.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I started getting real nervous, real shaky, and I could feel like this energy just passing right through me. And within 2 minutes, my wife had called and said my mom had just passed away. And I was like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me!" And I knew it. I knew right when that happened that she had passed, and it was just it was phenomenal. So as far as like ghosts walking around, I'm not a big believer in that, but I do believe that people can pass their energy to you. Yes. Because I felt it. I felt something, and I really felt that was my mom leaving.
Well, I'm sorry.
Going to a better place.
I'm sorry about your mother.
Yeah.
You likened it. Stop it right there. Can't play the whole thing. Here's something I think you'll find interesting. This is a quick interview I did with a lady named Sheila. I am with Sheila.
Yes, this is Sheila. I'm from Malvindale.
And
I work at Dream Dinners.
Oh, and which is a wonderful place.
Isn't it awesome?
Yes. You said you had a spooky tale.
It happens. A lot of stores around here, and right here in particular in this room. Just the other night I heard shuffling right here in the corner, and I let him know. But once in a while, I can see just legs right here. You can see where his feet are spread, and he has white pants on. You can see a little cuff like an orderly.
Oh my God.
From here, yeah, I can't see anything else though. It's like because I can't see his hand, so I think he's like this. And one time I was doing the dishes. We've all had a little bit of something here. I was doing the dishes, and it was just like someone was trying to get my attention. I was standing there, and they walked up to me and went, like, hey. And I said, I know you're here. Leave me alone. And they left me alone.
Oh my gosh. Now you believe it's possibly because Veterans Hospital used to be here.
Yes, and I've heard some stories about, how they were treated, but, those were the old days. They didn't have the knowledge they have now to help people, but I heard it was a little miserable for some people there.
Oh, thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome.
Ooh, so join me again here on Spooky Talk Wednesday at 5 p.m. on WPON AM 1460, and until next time, this is Creepy Clyde saying, may all your frights be fun.